Tadaima, minasan. That's right, your host Andrew is back from his journey to the land of the rising sun, so it's time to roll up those sleeves, prep those vocal cords, and be disappointed by the state of my country's public transportation system. And so, without further ado, I'm your host Andrew, and this is Crypto Espresso, your teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. It's been a while, so I'm sure that whole Elon Musk Twitter situation has ironed itself out by now, right? First up, in a rather awkward U-turn, Twitter has reportedly started asking fired employees if they would be willing to return to the social network. Whoops. Bloomberg says dozens of people were laid off by mistake as their work and experience may be necessary for the new features that Elon Musk wants. The billionaire previously said the mass layoffs, 50% of the total workforce, were necessary because Twitter is losing over $4 million per day. But there are allegations that the workforce reductions may have broken employment laws in some countries, including the UK. Musk's Twitter account right now is a constant feed that shows his wish list for new features and tools, a roadmap that seems all the more Herculean when dealing with a dramatically slimmed down workforce. And layoffs continue as days after the brutal round of redundancies at Twitter, Meta is now reportedly planning to begin large-scale layoffs this week. According to the Wall Street Journal, thousands of Meta's employees will be affected, and an announcement is expected as early as Wednesday. Recent figures suggest that the tech giant, which owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, has over 87,000 employees. All of this comes as Meta grapples with a shocking fall in its share price, with stocks plunging by 73% in the year to date. Investors have struggled to warm up to Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse ambitions, which has led to billions of dollars in losses. It's unclear whether Reality Labs, the division responsible for the metaverse, will be affected. And finally, back in August of 2020, Michael Saylor made a huge splash when he announced MicroStrategy was going to start investing in Bitcoin. Well, the company now owns 130,000 Bitcoin, but it's nursing paper losses of $1.26 billion. But let's take a page from Marvel and explore what if the business intelligence firm had chosen Ether instead. New data reveals that, despite the crypto winter, MicroStrategy would actually be up $1.58 billion. It would also be making about $136 million in annual revenue from staking. Despite all of this, don't expect Saylor to start embracing ETH anytime soon. For him, it's about much more than price, and he fears planned upgrades to Ethereum's network over the coming years will introduce new attack surfaces, potentially opening the door to hackers. But you, dear viewer, should open the door to liking this video, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and clicking on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever a new Crypto Espresso video goes live. And what's your favorite part of Japan? Is it the anime, the video games, the crushing pressure placed upon the youth to succeed in a highly competitive society? Well, let us know in those comments below. Me? I just love that Hatsune Miku. She's got blue hair. And speaking of virtual people, if you have any questions about today's headlines or crypto in general, ask Alex in that description below. When Alex's hologram isn't dancing on stage with other Vocaloids, they're a great resource for info on all things Web3 and the metaverse. And that about does it for today. Again, I've been your host Andrew, these have been your headlines, and we'll see you all tomorrow.